Hey, gorgeous souls. I hope you're having a great day and jumping in with today's live video on how to increase your happiness fast. I hope that the traffic's not too loud. I'll just show you guys my view. This is Lake Macquarie just over there, so it is just absolutely quite spectacular. So I thought I'd pop outside and absolutely enjoy the delightful day as well. So in terms of how to increase your happiness fast, one of the fastest ways is gratitude. Now, a lot of people find gratitude difficult to access, meaning that sometimes just depending on where we're at with our emotional state. Hey, Sandra, great to have you on, darling. Sometimes depending on where we're at with our emotional state, it may feel difficult to actually get into a feeling of gratitude. If you've ever wrote in a gratitude diary, and I feel grateful for, and you feel like it's meaningless, like you feel like, oh, I'm just writing words, and you're not getting the actual feeling, good morning to everybody jumping on, please say a big hello, then it really does make a massive difference to drop into appreciation instead. Often I find appreciating things is a much cleaner energy, because often when we're feeling grateful, it's kind of like, I'm grateful for the food that I have, because if I didn't have the food, it wouldn't be good. So, you know, again, you can kind of feel how it's not as cleaner energy or as clearer energy as, say, appreciation. Oh my gosh, I'm appreciating. Sorry for the loud noise. I'm appreciating, this wonderful meal, or I'm appreciating these things. Now, the one thing, according to studies, 80% of our happiness depends on our relationships. So what happens when you apply the principle of gratitude to relationships, or the principle of appreciation? How would you feel as a person if somebody is appreciating you more than they're criticizing you? And again, this may not be something necessarily verbally that you're receiving from others. We are generally all fairly sensitive to energy, and we can tell when somebody's, a bit frustrated or a bit annoyed, or experiencing, some form of resentment, perhaps, in feeling like we haven't done what they've wanted us to do. But the more that appreciation is brought into our relationships, the more those relationships can flourish. And in fact, I'm not going to say your name properly correct, Dorotka. Lovely to have you on, darling. And Helen, lovely to have you on. And absolutely so great to experience the gratitude and appreciation for sure. And sorry for the mispronunciation. I'm sure I've probably not said that correctly. But this is where it's so important, because one negative criticism, we need to bring 10 things in a positive way. Otherwise, over time, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that, honey. We need to bring 10 things that we're appreciating about that person. And remember, we elicit from people whatever it is that we're focused on. I have done this countless times as experiments with myself. Sometimes I've caught myself negatively focusing on an aspect about somebody else, and that's always my own judgment about me. So that was, one of the biggest revelations that I had. Anytime I'm projecting somebody else needs to be different, or somebody else needs to behave a particular way, that's my medicine for me. And the more that then we can also focus, do the inner work to heal that within ourselves, you'll no longer be triggered by that in others. But the biggest factor with this is focusing on all the things that you love, that you appreciate, that you value, that you admire in your most intimate relationship, but also in the closest relationships around you as well. But this applies to all relationships. When your relationships are flourishing, you will feel amazing. There's nothing worse or more challenging or more destabilizing in life, particularly around intimate relationship, when things aren't going well in that particular area. But people feel it deeply, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. When somebody's sending love or sending appreciation to somebody, you feel it unconsciously. You just feel better. And somebody else's actions, when somebody's doing that for ourselves, their actions, everything feels softer, or it feels more that it's coming from love, compassion, understanding, gentleness, all of those things as well. So thank you so much for the love, Helen. That's so beautiful. But that is one thing that you can do immediately. And I've been reading The Magic. I definitely recommend that. Watched Rhonda Byrne's video, you know, The Secret, years and years ago. But following like a lot of the practices, and certainly I can attribute the power of gratitude to absolutely changing my life in so many ways. And I often do practice that every single day. I try to focus on the things that I do appreciate. And now I've just decided to amp up that energy massively to bring even more magic into my life, and more greater feelings. Not only that, but gratitude and appreciation. So on a biochemical level, will also produce oxytocin within your system. And there's even been studies done where somebody is witnessing a random act of kindness. So you don't even have to be the one... Oh, I love the synchronicity there, Helen. Looking forward to chatting with you about that. So with the random act of kindness, you don't even have to be either the person receiving the act of kindness or the person giving the act of kindness. Just being a witness to watching somebody be kind to another human being actually produces oxytocin in your system, which of course is the love hormone, or it helps us to feel greater connection with humanity. And this is needed more than ever before right now. So get all loved up, enjoy your day, focus on what it is that you really genuinely appreciate, love, like, and respect about others, or admire about others. And as you're doing that, you're bringing more of that energy to you, and you're also bringing more of those aspects of you out into the world as well. So have an amazing rest of your day, and I love that, Helen. That's so beautiful, and lots of love to you all, and my absolute gratitude and appreciation for jumping on and watching this today. And as always, if this has been helpful to you, please like, love, share it with those around you as well. And as always, if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling tired, if you are feeling in a fearful state, or perhaps grief-stricken that you can't be in contact with your loved ones, I literally have just released a whole bunch of emotion myself around that exact topic. It's so important to keep releasing these emotions. When we suppress our emotion, it really does keep our overall vibration down on a lower state. But also, the more that we can release those things and rise above that, it will increase your life force energy. When we reside in a habitual way in the lower energy emotions, being fear, depression, despair, powerlessness, overwhelm, frustration, discouragement, resentment, anger, rage, any of those emotions, they start to cause disease within the body. And your first sign or symptom will be exhaustion, physical fatigue, and mental and emotional fatigue as well, where you just feel lethargic, apathetic, not really wanting to do anything, and will feel like you have to motivate yourself or push yourself to do things. And often this is because there's resistance going on to what it is that we're feeling, or we're trying to suppress it. It takes a lot of energy to do that. So if that's impacting you, please reach out, send me a message, let's have a conversation, see if and how I may be able to help you, because having emotional wisdom right now at this key place in time is absolutely so important, particularly for the days, weeks, months, years ahead. It is going to become even more important knowing how to control your own emotional state, so you are not living in a state of fear or feeling controlled with what's going on. And the more that we can all elevate our emotional state, we're coming more from that heart center, which will have you feeling amazing, and living more of a life that you're loving and you're creating for yourself, but will also bring greater love, compassion, and understanding in the world. So have an amazing day. Lots of love. Bye.